Hi there everyone, this is Jim from Just Let's Play, Ottawa's video game web show, and today I am at the Meeples Republic event, and they're going to explain a bit more about it. So please introduce yourself, ladies.
Hi, I'm Kay, and this is Ashley, and we're the Meeples Republic.
So what's today's event about exactly?
So today's event is Interstellar Mayhem. So what we're doing is we've got a board game by Alexander Almer. He's actually here, the game designer from Germany, and he's also designed a computer game. So we've got both elements, and we're showing them to all the good people of Ottawa.
All right, that's awesome. How long does a typical game last in this game, this tabletop game?
It really depends. So this one is about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how many people play and how experienced they are. But we like to do games that are super varied. So we've got lots of really short games you can play in 20 minutes and games that you play in 2 hours.
Is there something to this game like that's unique to this particular game that hasn't been seen before, or it's definitely set in space, correct? So I've seen a lot of tabletop games that are more like, monsters or, a bit more zanier, or, but is there something in particular that you could explain to someone that hasn't played it, or the level of difficulty to playing this game even?
Sure, mainly for us. This is the North American premiere of Interstellar Mayhem, and we really like the game because it's like a dogfight game, not this in the sense that it's very heavy in the space and sci-fi, but in that everyone can play it, and you're kind of running around shooting other ships. So there's this fun element and very interactive element of the game that we love.
And you get to throw lots of die, so we love throwing lots of die. But the cool thing about this game, and the thing that I think we really like, is that you don't ever get eliminated.
Yes.
So it can be anyone's game. You always respawn. So if you fly off the end of the board, doesn't matter. You get a new ship. If someone shoots you, doesn't matter. You still get to play next round, and that's really cool. Because a lot of board games you get eliminated, and then you just watch everyone play.
Especially if it's a long one, right?
Yeah. So that's pretty unique, actually. I don't claim to be an expert on board games, but yeah, usually it's just like video games. One of the first episodes we did, we talked about LucasArts games and how LucasArts games are sort of set up like that too. You can't really die. They can make fun of you, but you'll just be humiliated. You won't die. So, are there any other? I know that we're covering this event, but are there any other board games that you recommend for someone that's just starting out, and sees this video? So.
I would recommend coming to our events, for sure. For somebody who hasn't ever played or isn't really into board games yet, we have genies that always teach. But for us, when we first started board gaming, definitely Settlers of Catan and Carcassonne. Ticket to Ride is another one of our favorites that we love to introduce to friends who don't necessarily board game all the time.
And King of Tokyo.
Yes.
King of Tokyo. Because, it's like Yahtzee, right? Like, everyone has played Yahtzee when they're, 5 with their family. But King of Tokyo is, grown-up, monster, way more fun Yahtzee. So that's probably my, main pick. If you've never really gotten into modern board games, King of Tokyo.
And our board game events.
Yes.
And if you come to the events, then you get to play King of Tokyo. So. And can try other games. So what other events are coming up? Because I really want to make sure that people are aware of your events, because this one seems really cool from the maybe 5-10 minutes I've been here so far.
We have an event coming up August 18th. It's going to be outdoors, and it's going to be hosted at 8 Locks Flats on the canal.
And then we've got another event, a singles event coming up at the Albion Rooms in September. I believe it's September 18th. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that'll be a really fun mixer. So it'll be a singles event in the back part of Albion Rooms, and then actually date night in the front. So Albion Rooms is doing special menu for it. So yeah, if you're single, you can come and meet someone. If you're not single, you can come with your single friend and sort of watch over them and make sure they're okay while they're in the fray. So
I can put some cool, colorful text at the bottom, just to make sure everyone knows about your events, and at the end of this video. So actually, no, you just made me think of a question, actually. So do you guys actually play video games, or primarily board games? Or I get all sorts of interesting answers to this question, so I'd love to know.
I'm really really bad at video games. I actually never play them. I'm one of those people that when you drive a Mario Kart, you can watch their arms going like that. So no video games for me, but definitely a lot more board games.
Yeah. I love video games and I used to play a lot. I don't play so much now. But like you get me into like a good RPG, like a classic Final Fantasy, and I could spend hours doing it. But now it's mostly board games because the thing I like about gaming is the social aspect, and I find that video games, they don't necessarily tend to be as social. So
All right. So if you could make a board game out of anything, I know this. I said no hard questions, but then I just thought of this one, and it's kind of a fun question. But if you could make a board game and you had like infinite money to do it, what kind of board game, like what theme would you do?
This is really random, but I would do a garbage picking game. Like sort through garbage. Like, I love organizing things at home and throwing out junk. So that would be my game. Don't steal my idea.
I can't draw, don't worry. I couldn't design a board game. And yourself?
I feel like my answer should be unicorns because then everyone would want to play it and it would sell like crazy and I would make tons of money.
Garbage and unicorns.
Yeah. You could be
That could be one big ultimate game, yeah.
unicorn to like get the right types of garbage out of the bins.
Look out for it. Garbage unicorn.
Garbage unicorn.
If I see it at Toys R Us just in time for Christmas, I know who invented those. Separate games or the garbage unicorn game. All right, well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, ladies, because you've been so generous having me here and answering my weird and good questions. So, do you have any final thoughts for the rest of Ottawa or Just Push Play users?
Just to come out. If you guys are, people complain Ottawa's boring. Ottawa isn't boring. Look at all these people here having fun, playing games, eating good food. We know where all the things are and all the things that are happening. So hook up with us and
We'll hook you up with other stuff.
Exactly.
Hook up with free, free prizes and, good times for sure. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time, ladies. This is Jim from Just Push Play. Keep on gaming, guys, whether it's electronic or tabletop. Take care.